27th, 2025. And just a little reminder that I posted a video just the other day about the third and final Mars-Pluto opposition. And some of those energies are leading into this new moon. But if you're interested in checking out that video, I feel like it's a really awesome check-in for your very personal growth in the last 6 months, to be exact. And so I will try to link that below or at the end of this video. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. Or you could just hop back to the channel and look at the most recent video, which was the Mars-Pluto opposition. And I think that that will feel very validating and supportive to you. So I just wanted to mention that right at the top of the show. And we are going to be discussing today this Taurus New Moon. Again, as I was saying, that is happening on April 27th, 2025, which is Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is, I feel that this is maybe the most clarity that we've had in quite a while. And I'm titling this podcast, Your Embodied Manifestations Are Clear and Grounded on Your Path Now. And so I'm going to break this down for you and talk a little bit about some of the other aspects that are happening to the sun and the moon at the time of this new moon, and also how the nodes and Uranus are playing into this as well, because it is exact and it is significant, and I want to bring that into the discussion. Okay. So, and happy Taurus season. Yay! Well, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, this is spring. Spring is full on, and we are enjoying the warmer temperatures, the blossoming and the blooming and the green coming back. Hopefully not too many allergies. But happy Taurus season to all of my Sun Taurus signs out there. And if you're wanting to gift yourself the most amazing birthday present ever, then hop on over to my website, Mystic Moon School, and schedule a solar return chart reading for yourself. Or if you know a Taurus and you want to gift them this wonderful experience, all of my sessions are on Zoom, and I record them so that you will receive the recording, because really all of my sessions are very in-depth, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. And it's a lot of information. So I record the sessions, I send you the session for you to download to your laptop or your computer so you have it forever to revisit, especially a solar return, so that you can revisit it throughout the year. And you're going to see, how it's playing out for you. It's really incredible. It's an incredible resource to have for your year ahead. And the solar return, is it's different from your natal chart. The only thing that is the same is the sun. Everything else is going to be wherever the planets are in the sky on your birth date this year. So it changes the whole chart where all the planets are in all the different houses and all the different signs, with the exception of your sun, right? Because that's why it's called the solar return. It's when the sun returns to the very exact same degree point as when you were born. So it is really a whole new chart each and every year. It gives you a whole new layer of meaning, energies to work with and focus on for the year ahead. And it's really awesome. I love solar return readings. I do one for myself and my daughters every single year. My closest friends want them done. So if you're interested in that, hop on over and schedule, or if you're not sure about my scheduling, you can always just send me an email and we can figure that out together. Okay? All right. So, oh, also free on the website. I have actually 2 offerings that are free for you, digital downloads, a guide to living by the moon phases that I created. And then also I actually have the moon phases by date for each and every month for 2025. And there's a wonderful affirmation for each month. And so it gives you the 3, 6, 9 moon phases by date each and every month. And then you use that with this free guide to living by the moon phases. And it really does help you get aligned with the moon, a cyclical lifestyle, allowing both rest and work and inspiration and manifestation and all of these wonderful things. So those are free for you on my website. Please hop on over, download them, print them out, and enjoy them month after month. Okay, so let's begin our episode, the Taurus New Moon, April 27th, 2025. And let's talk about these embodied manifestations that are very clear and grounded on each one of our paths now, at this time. So, of course, we're going to begin with Taurus, the energies of Taurus, this very grounded, earthly symbol, the bull, right? Heavy, substantial, very grounded to the earth. And that is, at this new moon, is absolutely showing us the physical, the tangible manifestations that have shown up quite recently. I would say probably in the last few weeks, there's been something new in your life. Please let me know in the comments if this resonates for you. What has shown up for you recently in a very physical, tangible way in your life that was not there a month ago? This could be a new person, a new relationship, a new opportunity, whether it be in work or socially or to further your growth in some way, education, travel opportunity. I don't know. It really could be anything, right? There's an infinite number of possibilities of how this may be showing up in your own life. But please, if this resonates for you, leave a comment below of how a physical manifestation that it was not there before has recently shown up in your life, because this is significant. There are no coincidences. And this Taurus new moon is really wanting us to be aware, to shine the focus on this new manifestation. And it is there as an opportunity for our growth. Now, it's on our destined path, okay? Whatever this manifestation is for you, it is significant at this time for your growth. If you have the awareness around that, and if you can set that intention and ask yourself, how is this here to guide me further on my path towards healing, towards possibly even breaking old patterns? Maybe it's on my path towards coming back to my true authentic self, for me to grow in even more expansive ways than I have before. Okay, now what I find really interesting about this new moon, which, the sun and the moon are together at 7 degrees in the sign of Taurus. There are other aspects happening here with the sun and the moon that are playing into these energies. And what I noticed right away was that it's all fixed energy. So the sun and the moon are they're being squared by both Mars, which is in Leo, and Pluto, which is in Aquarius. Now, the episode that I just released a day or two ago was all about this energy. The Mars-Pluto opposition. Mars in Leo across the sky, from Pluto in Aquarius, the sister signs, right, of Leo and Aquarius, and what that is all about. These energies are squaring this new moon, the sun and the moon in Taurus. So now we have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, all fixed energies. And guess what? We're not done. Let's add in Black Moon Lilith is also right across the sky from the sun and the moon in Scorpio. So all fixed energy here, which are creating squares all to each other. Now, let's break this down, because fixed energy does not like change. Fixed energy is grounded, yes, absolutely. Fixed energy is loyal, determined, sure-footed. Fixed energy wants to settle in, right? So when we think of the modalities in terms of the seasons, fixed energy is right smack in the middle of a season. Like we're grounding into whatever that season is. We're in the thick of it, right? So fixed energy wants to settle in, doesn't want change, but guess what? That's what squares want. Squares want to create tension so that we make a change. So these energies are at odds with each other, if you look at it from one perspective. Another perspective to look at fixed squared energy is that instead of resistance playing into this, it can be that we are really grounding in to the tension that we're feeling, or maybe instead of tension, it is awareness. Because I believe that squares don't always have to be a call to action per se and changing something, but it can also be, whereas we could not see something before, the square makes it so that now we absolutely see it. Okay, so we are very clear on what is being fixed in our lives at this time. It's really grounded and it's taking root and it is growing quite quickly. And it's just like if you think about, let's say the summer season. In the middle of summer, everything is just like really growing hardcore, right? Like all the vines, all the flowers, all the veggies, everything is just in full growth mode. And that's kind of how I'm seeing this energy, all this fixed energy squaring each other, like shining a mirror up to one another, saying, look at this. Like you can't not see this, okay? It's clear, it's grounded, and it's in full growth right now. So all of these energies in Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, as I mentioned in my previous episode, are really asking us to let go of the egoic tendencies, the patterns, the karmic patterns, the old wounding that used to drive us when we were less aware, and to really see it, very clearly and be like, you know what? I have a choice. That's what the square is. I have a choice. Do I want to repeat this old pattern, Or am I being asked to look at it differently? And if I can get centered and grounded within myself, Taurus energy, and really understand what my needs are, then I can make a different choice. And I think that's really clear. I think if this resonates for you so far, there's something in your life now that is a new installation. It's a new opportunity. And it is going to provide for you an opportunity to either repeat old patterning, and if you do so, and if that's attached to your wounding, you're going to be in a lot of emotional pain. Okay? That's how you know. Is this an old pattern? Am I in emotional pain right now? Now, there's no judgment here, okay? Because if that's where you're at, then that's okay. You're still you're working stuff out. It's never bad. It's just different layers and different opportunities to heal. That's it. Simple for each and every one of us. And so whatever this embodied manifestation is in your life, if you are feeling some emotional pain, some resistance, some uncomfortableness, then that's the invitation right there to say, okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to evaluate this and ask myself, what do I need emotionally? Is it something that I can get from this situation, or do I need to be the one to redirect my energy to satisfy what my emotional needs are at this point in time? Now, that could be emotional needs. It could be physical needs, money, health, your living arrangements, etc. It could be mental needs, right? Is there something that is just, giving you the opportunity to fall down that own old pattern of overthinking and anxiety and worrying? And is it asking you to redirect and say, wait, where do I want to put my energies? Can I focus on what I can control, or am I spinning out and putting all my energy and focus mentally on the uncontrollables, right? These are the questions. Maybe it's spiritually. Maybe spiritually you're finding yourself in this existential void where you can't understand the way something is playing out, where you don't know what the next step is, or you don't have a clear answer around something spiritually. And so the invitation is to surrender. Or the invitation is to meditate, quiet the mind, stop asking the question and trying to spin your wheels and figure it all out, and going to your tarot cards or the next class, or, right? And maybe it's about grounding, right? Taurus energy, grounding into Mother Earth, quieting everything within you so that you can hear your softer, intuitive voice. Maybe that's how it's playing out for you. I mean, these are just a few of the ways. If it is another person, a relationship, a group of people, whatever it is for you, if you're feeling resistance, that's the invitation. If you're feeling uncomfortable, that's the invitation. Maybe you're not feeling any of those things. Maybe this new opportunity, this new manifestation that has shown up in your life very recently, is really in alignment with who you are now. You feel good about it, but perhaps there's just some little residual stuff that you feel resistance around, and that's a fine tuning for you. Like, okay, I really do want to work on this project, but I'm so used to being the leader. I don't know if I can take the more collaborative approach, but I really want to work on this. So maybe that is an invitation to lean into the energy of collaboration more and being part of a group, as opposed to I'm the leader, I'm the creator, and I need to run the show, right? That's just one example. Maybe that resonates, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's kind of opening up to other possibilities for you of how this energy may be playing out. So, of course, it's a whole spectrum of energy, and each and every one of us, this is showing up differently, and you have to just sit with it, ask yourself these questions, and maybe you're in a place of deep uncomfortableness and resistance, and so no one really enjoys that. But if you sit with it, if you can come back to yourself, your center, not abandon yourself, not reject yourself, look to yourself to fulfill whatever needs are being highlighted right now, the reward is going to be so great for you once you move through that. If it's a matter of you're just having to fine tune a little bit of resistance, but overall you feel like you're in alignment. Now you're given an opportunity to really refine where you are. And there's going to be great joy that comes from that as well. So again, it's really very personal. It's very unique to each of us. But what I will say is that it is universal, because Uranus, the planet of awakening, the planet of liberation, innovation, kind of breaking out of the cage or the box, all of that Uranian energy is trining the North Node and the South Node exactly by degree, 26 degrees at this new moon. And what that tells me is that all of us, the collective, in some way, shape, or form, is really stepping into a new, innovative, liberated part of our paths, our individual paths. And of course, as I always talk about, and I talked about in the last episode, we as individuals make up the collective. There is no collective without individuals. So we each have to fine tune on our own unique path. And when we do that, when we heal, when we come into alignment, when we come back home to our true authentic self, and we fulfill our emotional needs and our physical, mental, and spiritual needs, when we don't look outside of ourselves for what we are needing on whatever level, we are strengthening that bond within. And tremendous healing takes place for each of us, which then ripples out into the collective. So while this is very personal for each of us, it is also collective energies very strongly impacting this Taurus new moon. So I have some of these questions I've written out for you if you'd like to sit at the new moon, maybe light a candle, close your eyes, come into a quiet, centered place within you. Maybe if you're fortunate enough to sit outside and ground, sit on the earth, and bring a journal. And you can write down these questions after some quiet contemplation time. What new physical manifestation has recently showed up in my life? Because ding, 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 this is the opportunity showing itself to you. What lesson or growth is it inviting me to experience now? And how is this new opportunity guiding me back to myself? To focus on my own emotional, mental, physical, and or spiritual needs. And maybe it's all of them combined, right? You'll know how this plays out for you personally. But absolutely, I do feel that whatever it is, it's pretty clear to you right now. As clear as this adorable Highland bull in the picture, standing on the grassy mountaintop. Whatever it is in your life right now, it's pretty grounded. It's a physical manifestation. And this Taurus energy is really very strong and really showing itself very clearly at this time. I think one of the other things I'd like to share about this Taurus energy, and I talked about this in my Libra full moon podcast at the beginning of this month, and if I can, I will try to figure out how to link that at the end of this video as well. But this whole month of April has been ruled by Venus. And while Venus is absolutely about pleasure, and I invite you at this new moon to enjoy a delicious meal or that dark chocolate that you covet, or a pleasurable experience, whatever that is for you. Maybe you want to go to a botanical garden. Maybe you want to garden for yourself. Really get grounded and digging in the dirt. Maybe you want to go shopping and get a beautiful new spring outfit for yourself. Whatever it is for you that brings you pleasure, indulge a little bit for yourself at this Taurus new moon. But remember that Venus is also about self-love. Self-love. And that is the deeper energy that is making its way through the sun and the moon at this time in Taurus. And so, yes, while we can indulge a little bit in the physical manifestations of pleasure, whatever that may be for you, also make sure that it's in alignment with your worth and your true value, the beautifulness that you uniquely emanate just by being you. You don't have to be anything else than who you are most comfortable at your core. You don't have to be something for this person over here and this group over here, and putting on this hat, you're someone else, and this hat, you're someone else. No more of that. Not at this Taurus new moon, at least. Ground into who you are, your true authentic self. And really take a few moments at this new moon to honor who you are, the gifts that you bring, knowing your own worth, knowing your own value. And honor that. Because the new moon is a cycle beginning. And so whatever this manifestation is that's been showing up very, very recently for you, this is going to help you on your path now. About grounding in that deep sense of self-worth and self-value that you've been cultivating for quite some time. Quite some time. This new embodiment, this new manifestation is just another opportunity for you to see how much you've really come to value yourself at this point in time on your path. And my guess is that you have a new level, a new refinement on fulfilling your own needs at this time. So just take a few moments to see how far you've come and really ground in to who you are now. Because he or she, that's who's guiding you forward on your path ahead. Okay, my friends, I want to thank you. This was a little bit of a shorter video. I want to thank you for listening. Please, if something resonated for you, if you could leave a comment, that would be so awesome. I love to connect with you in that way, and it really does help the algorithms for YouTube to send out my video to other people to discover the channel, and so that we can create a really supportive community here as well. So hit that like button if you liked this episode, share with someone who might benefit, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you would be so kind. And I am sending you so much love. I hope this is a beautiful Taurus new moon for everyone out there listening. And I will see you soon under the moon. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye for now.